Okay, guys, so welcome back to my channel, All Nerd Everything, where I discuss everything from movies, TV shows, comic books, and even more. Yes, I'm wearing bedclothes, just woke up, had to get this review out of the way, and yeah, we'll worry about. I'll be more dressed up some other time, but I had to get this review out of the way. Now, initially, I wasn't really thrilled about this film, only because not only did I just watch the original Beetlejuice like a few days ago, but I'm not the biggest Tim Burton fan, especially considering that someone like me isn't his aesthetic at all. However, I did decide to go see this because not only did the press run for this film had me excited with Jenna Ortega's throwback outfits from the original Beetlejuice and previous other films, and she knocked it out of the park with every single outfit that she was rocking. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. That hand purse that she was wearing that looked like a house, like one of the Tim Burton houses or whatever, that was very dope. And I don't even know anything about women's fashion at all, but I mean, she was crushing every single thing that she was wearing, and it got me more excited to watch this film. And even her interviews with Winona Ryder, not only do they have great chemistry on screen together, but I felt like a lot of their interviews together was translated really well when I watched this film. They are like the same side of the coin. Started off as child actors, both became very prominent with Tim Burton. Both became, well known scream queens, and both are known as, two of the best actors in Hollywood. And I'm glad they're giving Jenna more time, more opportunities to show off her acting abilities, because that Miller's Girl film at the beginning of the year, that was not it, and I hope she does not do anything else like that ever again, because that was basura. But this film picks up many years after the previous Beetlejuice, and Lydia, Winona Ryder's character, she's a, I'm not exactly sure what the word is. One of the people that talks, the people that are hired to talk to the dead, whether it's someone's family member, like loved one, or a neighbor or a coworker or something like that. She has her own TV show now, and she starts seeing Beetlejuice. She starts losing her mind, thinks she's going crazy, and her boyfriend is actually her manager, and the dude is a complete asshole, to say the least. Only thinks about money, and that the show must go on. And of course, at his Lydia's father passes away, and Jenna Ortega's character Astor is very distant with Lydia, not only after the split and the divorce with her dad, but also losing her grandfather, and doesn't think that Lydia's abilities are real, and thinks that, the whole talking to the dead thing and seeing ghosts is a bunch of bullshit. So that's something that her and her soon to be, well, and her mother's boyfriend have in common. However, Jenna Ortega's her character, she's more honest about her feelings towards Lydia, as opposed to Lydia's boyfriend, who puts on this whole front that he's this good guy when all he cares about is making a profit off of, her abilities. And Michael Keaton is, like I said, one hell of a character when it comes to Beetlejuice. A lot of his actions were toned down for this film, as opposed to the previous Beetlejuice. Like, they even acknowledged the age difference between Beetlejuice and Lydia in a joke, which I thought was kind of funny. And I'm glad they brought that up because even the first time in the previous film when they were set to get when they made a deal and it was you help me out and I'll marry you or whatever the deal was. Even I felt like back then it kind of went over people's heads, but now looking back on it, if you look at a lot of that stuff through today's lens, that would absolutely not fly whatsoever. And with this film, even though uh, it's very story based. I feel like it's more story based in this film as opposed to the last film. I think the acting is a lot better. Catherine O'Hara absolutely steals the scene, steals this whole movie for me. I love the humor. She is absolutely hilarious. I love the ensemble cast. There's a twist in this movie that I'm not going to say what it is. There's a twist that actually caught me off guard that I thought was pretty good. And the score is great, ensemble cast, the humor, the costume production design, the hair and makeup, everything else was great. I mean, except there are a couple of racial stereotypes in this film. There's a black Soul Train line, and I was just like, oh wow. There's even an Asian dude, an old Asian dude, operating a dry cleaning shop in the afterlife, and that just made me roll my eyes. The complete ignorance that Tim Burton has. But overall, I think this film is pretty enjoyable. I don't want to speak about anything else without spoiling it. So I would say go out and watch this. I saw this with my niece and nephew and they enjoyed it. Will I go back and watch it again? Not anytime soon, but I will revisit it sometime. These are my ups and downs for this film. I'd probably give this film 3.5 stars. But let me know what you guys think. Did you like this film? Did you dislike it? Have you seen it yet? What do you think of the original Beetlejuice? But don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and just stay updated with more movie, TV show, and comic book news. I'm your movie guy.